Per usual, I'm awoken by the blare of my alarm, but today I don't hesitate to get out of bed. I have a really busy day ahead of me and can't afford to lounge around. I get dressed and head downstairs. As I pass Nikki's room, I notice her door is open and her room is empty. She must be in the kitchen. When I reach the kitchen, no one is there. Uncle Kaito is always gone before I wake up, but usually Nikki is around. There must be something going on in her school today, which is why she left early. I fix myself a quick breakfast and scarf it down. Then I hop on my bike and head to school. Once I reach campus, I navigate to my class easily. Hey, I'm getting used to this place. As soon as I walk into class, I spot Yuna seated in the front corner of the room. The desk beside her is empty, so I head over. When I get close, I notice a bag on the chair. Hey, anyone sitting here? She smiles, shaking her head and removes the bag. My smile matches hers as I plop down beside her. Thanks.
No problem.
So, what do you think the professor will be like?
I heard she's pretty good. She's tough but fair.
That sounds promising. Before she can respond, the professor enters the room and heads straight for the front desk.
Welcome to History 201. Today we'll be covering...
This must be where I fell asleep. The lesson lasts for a while, but the material is not bad.
We only have a few minutes before class ends, but your first assignments will be a group project on a case study of your choice. Since it's the first day of class, I'll be assigning your partners.
She points to a pair of students sitting next to each other. Finally, she reaches me.
You and you are partners.
She points to Yuna and I. We glance at each other and grin. Working with her should be fun.
Your project will be due next week. Class dismissed.
The classroom is abuzz with a shuffle of students. I turn towards my partner. I'm looking forward to working with you. She beams.
Same here. What do you think our topic should be?
The psychology of xenorobotics. What if we focused more on the psychological impact of the development and growth of xenorobotics as a field? Her face lights up.
Absolutely! This could also delve into social impact and how society is adapting to the growth of this field, such as the development of new specialties, like studies in pilot health.
That should be right up your alley.
What about you? Are you okay with that?
It sounds interesting to me, too. Yuna smiles.
It sounds like we have our topic.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this.
Me too. We're going to have a great project.
By this time, most of the classes already caught up with their partners and left the room. We should probably do the same. There might be another class that needs this room. Anyway, we should probably get going.
Yeah, you're right.
I begin to gather my things when Yuna interrupts me.
Wait, may I have your number?
Did a girl just ask me for my number? What?
Would you like to exchange numbers?
That was no fun. Is this real life? I surreptitiously pinch myself and try not to flinch from the pain. Definitely not a dream. Yuna blushes under my continued gaze.
For the project!
Oh, right. The project that we're working on together.
Yes.
I knew it was too good to be true. Sure. She smiles. We quickly exchange numbers and gather our things. My phone vibrates as we leave the classroom. I glance at her, wondering if she already sent me a text, but she doesn't have her phone out. When I pull up my phone, I see an unread message from Sho. Big news, Broseph! We are in the first phase of Qualifier matches. Team is meeting at the hangar. I wonder how the others are. I suppose I'll be meeting everyone soon enough. Once we're outside, Yuna turns toward me.
Do you have any more classes today?
No, but I'm headed for the hangar. I've got to meet my team before the qualifiers. She nods.
Good luck.
Thanks. We wave and head our separate ways. Sho is inside the hangar, eyeing his gear with a broad smile. He glances over his shoulder and waves at me.
Hey, bro.
Hey, where is everybody?
They'll be here soon. They're not as fast as you.
It's a gift. What can I say? I'm skilled at many things.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Maybe if you're lucky, you'll find out. Show laughs.
Luckily, the ladies didn't hear that.
Have you spoken to the rest of the team yet?
So, about that.
Suddenly we hear a voice behind us.
Show, is this the new teammate you were talking about?
She gives me a once-over, then sighs.
I suppose you'll do.
Thanks?
See? I told you you'd like him.
It's not like we're swimming in offers.
Sho ignores her and claps me on the back.
Welcome aboard, Broseph.
He points to the dark-haired girl who gives me a small smile.
This is Mayu, the last member on our team.
She nods.
Glad to have you on our team.
Thanks. So now what?
Now we practice.
Take the lead. Excellent. I'll show you some of my moves.
No! You'll stay back!
Ah. If you like, I can work from behind.
What?
Nothing.
Sho glances at all of us, then breaks into a wide grin.
All right, we're in business. Let's do this.
Mayu hides a smile while Kaori rolls her eyes.
Quit wasting time! Let's get into our gear and start a simulation.
Wait, before we go, how exactly do these matches work?
It's based on how many points you accumulate. We'll be competing against pre-programmed AI gears,
Who are like boss level difficult to defeat.
and our score is calculated by how many we beat, along with how well we fought overall. So things like accuracy, how many hits we take, tactics, teamwork, those are all added up.
So how many points are all these things worth?
They don't share with us the exact breakdown, but everyone knows that defeating the AI gives you a buttload of points.
Now hurry up and get in your gear. We really need to practice before it's our turn.
She turns on her heel, and the rest of us disperse. After reaching my gear, I boot up the simulation. The usual stats float across my screen, but something about them seems off. Kaori's voice comes through the comm.
Where are your weapons?
I don't know. Let me see if it's something in the settings.
Why didn't you do a comprehensive check on your gear?
I did. It doesn't scan weaponry since it's not part of the mech's core function.
Your combat gear doesn't have weaponry set as a core function during checks.
I've never run into this issue before, although she does make a good point. I try every setting combination I can think of, but my weapons still aren't registering.
Try waiting a minute. Sometimes there's a lag while your gear warms up.
There shouldn't be lag. We wait anyway. After a few minutes, it's clear my weapons aren't going to show up. I don't know what's going on.
Do you even have weapons?
Do my fists count? Of course I do.
Then where are they?
Suddenly, Mayu's soft voice cuts through.
Maybe they're still being processed at customs? I've heard that gear and their accessories are processed separately.
That makes sense.
How long will that take to process?
I don't know.
Too long! We need those weapons now!
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
No, it won't! How will we fight without weapons?
I'll figure something out. Let's just start the match. We're running out of time.
Fine. Everyone ready?
Everyone's comm relay blinks green in affirmation.
Alright, let's start!
We all get into position and square off to take on the AIs. My closest enemy charges me with its swords raised. Juke! I barely manage to sidestep out of the way. This does not bode well. I retaliate with an uppercut and a punch to the solar plexus, which does some damage, but nowhere near the crushing blow I received. The AI shakes off my attack and immediately swings again. Block. I raise one arm in defense as its sword sends another wave of shimmers across my shield. Using my free hand, I jab the AI in the side. Just as before, Eagle takes on an alarming amount of damage while my attack on the AI barely phases it. I dodge and block most attacks. However, I can't return attacks and can only defend. With my energy core gradually depleted, it doesn't take much for the AI gear to wipe me out. Without a fourth teammate, my team barely manages to win. We all shut off the simulator and climb out of our gear. I start to head back towards the team, but they all get to me first.
We can't play a match like that. We hardly scored any points.
Don't worry, Cowrie. I'm sure he'll have his equipment soon.
Not soon enough. The match is today. Maybe he shouldn't compete. We can tell them we have 4 members, but one of our gears is in no condition to fight.
Mayu looks at her determinedly.
No, he has to. It's the only way.
Sho looks apologetically at me.
Look, maybe you should just hang back. Without weapons, the AIs will ruin you.
I can still help us gain points.
No. Sho is right. You have to hang back. That will maximize our qualifier points, which is what's important right now.
Sho stares in shock.
Did you just agree with me?
Not now, Sho!
You never agree with me.
Idiot! Why do you keep saying that?
Just then, a group of engineers come toward us.
What are your gears still doing here?
Say what?
They've got to be prepped for the next match.
That means we're next. Let's go.
What about our gears?
The engineers will handle it.
They, engineers, disperse towards our gears. My team splits up to head to the locker rooms. We quickly change into our combat uniforms. Luckily, I'd kept my old one from the States. I follow Sho into the pre-combat room, which has a small room connecting the locker room and arena. The space feels cramped. Couches line the walls and a round table is in the center. I barely have time to take in the room when Kaori and Mayu walk in dressed in equally skin-tight suits, which hug their every curve. We'll do it. So sleek. Your suits are so cool. Kaori gives me a strange look. Mayu looks a little surprised.
Thank you?
No problem. You two look great. Kaori narrows her eyes.
Okay.
While most pilot suits don't differ much from each other, the Japanese models always have a more aerodynamic feel to them. This is the first time I've had a chance to see the suits up close and...
Stop staring!
What? Mayu's eyes widen and she crosses her arms over her chest.
I didn't think you were like that.
No, I just meant those suits look good on you.
We got what you meant. And we don't appreciate your staring. Come on, Mayu. Let's go before he says something else he regrets.
She pulls Mayu close to her and the two of them head to the table.
Rookie move, Broseph.
No, seriously, I wasn't looking at them like that. Wait, that didn't really come out right. Sho just shakes his head.
Everyone's got to wear these suits. You're making it weird.
He follows them to the table. As I approach the table, Kaori hits a button on the side which brings up a hologram of the arena battlefield. 4 impressive gear pop up on the right side of the field, and 4 smaller gear populate the other side. Kaori points to the right.
These are the enemy AI gear we'll be battling.
She points to the other side.
This is us. The AIs are programmed to be a challenge, so it's important that we stick to the plan and work together to take them out.
Mayu speaks up, her expression solemn.
The gears we are facing against are specifically engineered for Ace Academy qualifier matches. They change yearly to make sure they can't be beat using a systematic approach.
With a quick flick of her red fingers, Mayu zooms into the AI gear holograph. Statistics on the AI's battle armaments and parts pop up beside the gears.
It looks like we have 2 Class A close combat and 2 Class A long-range support gears.
Kaori nods. Reaching her hand into the holographic field, she shuffles her gears in position on the map.
Knowing all that, Sho and I will blitz the melee gears to give Mayu some breathing room. She will focus on suppressive fire on their backline. That should give us enough time to finish off the 2 gear and engage for the remaining ones.
Mayu and Sho both nod in agreement. Kaori pulls the last gear towards the back edge of the map, then looks pointedly at me.
This is where you will be. Don't get yourself killed.
I look at her flatly, but I don't dispute her. The map flashes red and the door to the arena slides open. Sho's face lights up in excitement and he practically leaps toward the door.
That's our cue to get out there.
So real quick, let's drop a save, just in case there's multiple ways for this to play out.
Does everyone understand the plan?
We all nod.
Okay, then let's go!
Taking a deep breath, I follow Sho and the rest of my team to our readied gears. While in our gear, we walk into the circular arena. Students, sponsors, professors, and other general spectators fill the stadium. A large screen displays our every move for those sitting in the back. A hush falls over the crowd as we get into place. The energy is a bit lower than usual for a live match, probably because this is technically still an examination. Across from us, the 4 enemy AIs enter.
Everyone good?
The comm lights up green again. Well, if people are interested, there is a story I can tell related to this, but there's no way in hell I'm going for that one. The best way to help is if I stick with the plan. With me out of sight, I won't risk putting them into compromising positions that can cause loss of field advantage. Following Kaori's plan, I hang back away from the action. My teammates get into position, Mayu falls behind Sho and Kaori, who lead the attack. Kaori and Sho weave between the melee mechs and run interference, alternating blast and defenses as distractions. Mayu darts from cover to cover until she's in position. Then she lines up a sniper shot for the melee AI. For a while, they're able to keep up a rhythm. A sudden high-powered rail beam from Mayu instantly depowers one of the melee AIs.
Nice one, Mayu.
3 more to go!
Mayu, look out! The ranged AI locks onto Mayu. She runs for the only available cover, but doesn't make it in time. Just before the blast hits her, Sho intercepts the shot, taking the damage himself.
Sho!
Sorry, I'm down.
Yeah!
Kaori dashes toward the range gear and takes out with a single powerful swing.
There's a Class A melee gear inbound from my location.
Got it!
As Kaori races towards her, Mayu dodges a swing from the enemy mech.
Kaori, what's your ETA?
Almost there!
My radar just pinged. The range gear is Kaori! A flurry of beams zaps through Kaori's shield and depowers her gear. The AI mech must have repositioned itself to Kaori's minimally defended arc. I don't think I've ever seen program gears do something so strategic.
Sorry, I'm down too. I'm not kitted to handle melee engagements.
With the rest of my team depowered, the remaining AI gears slowly turn to face me. So, about that plan.
Maybe you could try to negotiate with them?
I like the way Sho thinks.
Stop joking around! We still need to boost our score! Go deal as much damage as you can!
Easier said than done. I mumble to myself as I ready my fists for the impending combat. The AI gears waste no time and boost toward me with their weapons raised. Evade. I sidestep out of the way and their swords slice through empty air. Taking advantage of that moment of recovery, I land a punch to the side of one of the AIs, but my attack barely registers. The second AI strikes me, catching me unaware, and my shield flashes dangerously from the blow. This is not good. The 2 AI quickly recover and aim for another attack. Their blades swing through the air as I dodge out of the way. While the first AI recovers from its miss, I punch it in the side. Its shield barely even shimmers from the impact. The gear then smashes the butt of its sword into me, catching me off guard and causing more damage than I would have liked. Slow. I'm too slow to react, and my heels dig into the ground as I'm pushed back from the force of their attacks. My shield shimmers as it absorbs the blow. This is like our training match all over again. I'm only able to hold out for a short time as most of my core energy is used to dodge 2 gears at once.
Shields offline. Power core at 1%.
This is not good. The AI melee gear raises its blade. Eagle's not responding. Is this really how it'll end?
Emergency power core protocol sequence initiated.
In my cockpit, all the lights shine on at once. Statistics and numbers I've never seen before scroll across my displays. A thunderous boom catches my attention and a surge of explosive energy shoves the attacking AI gear 10 feet away. I look out and see a shallow crater around Eagle.
Protocol sequence complete. Energy output over 9,000.
They've made Vegeta proud. What?
No external weaponry detected. Activating energy fists.
Eagle's arms glow faintly.
Engaging enemy gear.
So, our shining finger just activated? Would I be better off actually using the finisher?
Engaging secondary target.
Let's be consistent, shall we? Love dynamite. This is awesome.
Power core can no longer sustain output. Eagle depowering.
Phew, just barely managed to pull that off.
Qualifier match complete. Please exit the arena with your gears.
The crowd is quiet for a moment before erupting into deafening cheers. Outside of the arena, Sho claps me on the back, nearly knocking me off balance. Even Mayu offers me a handshake. Kaori trails behind, looking unusually thoughtful.
That was amazing! You totally saved us back there, Broseph.
Thanks.
You did okay. But only because we helped you so much.
Are you kidding? Between the three of us, we took down 2. He took down 2 on his own! You have to admit that's more than okay!
At least you followed the plan.
It's because I'm sensitive to your needs. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Well, yeah.
I grin. See? I know what women want. Kaori crosses her arms, clearly not amused, but Sho laughs.
We still would have scored better if you were properly equipped.
I'm not worried about that anymore.
Why not?
Because he's got that amazing core thing!
If it's alright for me to ask, how did you do that?
Yeah. What exactly was that max power mode thing anyway? Why didn't you tell us you could do that when we ran the simulation?
We had bigger things to worry about. I didn't exactly have time to think about my core since all my weapons were missing.
You still could have mentioned you had this ability that could have negated your loss of weaponry.
Well, yeah, I could have, if I'd known about it.
Huh?
Mayu and Sho blink.
You mean you did that by accident?
Yeah, basically.
That's some accident.
Could you do it again?
Accidents all the time. I really don't know. Maybe. I don't like that thoughtful look on her face. The crackle of the intercom interrupts us.
Thank you to everyone who participated. The first phase of matches have been completed.
Sho grins.
Alright, round 1 complete! Victory party at my place?
Sorry, Sho. I've got some place to be.
Really? Where?
None of your business!
It's not like you have any other friends.
Yes, I do!
Who?
You just don't know them.
Is it because they aren't real?
Kaori raises her fist.
I'll show you real!
Sho jumps away.
It was a joke, I'm sorry!
Whatever! I need to go before I'm late anyway. See you, Mayu.
Mayu waves as Kaori disappears around the corner.
So what about you two?
Mayu smiles but shakes her head.
I wish I could, but Father is visiting tonight. He will be very eager to hear about today's match.
Tell him hi for me.
She nods, says goodbye to the both of us, and leaves.
Party of two? What do you say?
Before I can answer, Sho gets a text.
Hold on.
He quickly reads over the message.
Actually, we might need a rain check on that party.
What's up?
It's just Takashi. He said yet another trash can bonfire.
What?
It's no big deal. They just had to evacuate everyone in the building. Anyway, since I'm temporarily homeless, I'm gonna go hang out in the rec center.
What? Alright, I guess I'll let you handle that then. He nods.
Looks like farewells are in order. Good night to you then, Mr. Broseph.
You too. After saying goodbye, head towards the parking lot. Both Uncle Kaito and Nikki are lounging on the couch when I get home. I plop down in a nearby chair.
You're finally home. I was getting worried.
Sorry, the qualifiers ran later than I expected.
That's right, today was the big day. How'd it go?
Please, it's me. It was just against AI gear, not even a challenge. Uncle Kaito fist bumps me.
That's how we do it.
Nikki rolls her eyes but laughs anyway.
You guys are so lame. But congrats anyway. That's a big achievement.
Thanks, guys.
So, I guess your team was happy they brought you on, weren't they?
Absolutely. Because my weapons haven't cleared through customs, they asked me to stay out of the way. Nikki pouts.
That doesn't seem fair.
It's alright, I understood, so I held back. They did really well and took out 2 of the AIs before they were struck down. Then I managed to take out the other 2, much to the surprise of everyone. Uncle Kaito laughs.
That's my boy.
But afterwards was kind of strange. Everyone was really interested in my core.
What's wrong with your core?
I don't know.
Did you ever notice anything weird about it back at CINY?
No.
Then I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Uncle Kaito stands and stretches.
I'm going to go grab a drink. You want some food? We left you a plate.
Yeah, that'd be great. I begin to stand when Kaito stops me.
I'll get it.
Thanks. I turn to Nikki. So how was your day?
Pretty good. Did I tell you that I auditioned for the dance team? Well, I got in!
That's great, Nikki.
I'm really excited about it, but I'm a little worried because I haven't danced since...
Her voice chokes up and she glances away. I know, and they would be so proud that you're doing it again. She smiles sadly.
It feels weird knowing they won't be there to watch any of my competitions. Mom never missed a show. And remember how Dad used to make a poster with my name and he'd wave it around like an idiot?
I can't help but laugh at the memory.
Ugh, I remember being so embarrassed.
Yeah, you used to tell him the wrong dates for your competitions hoping he wouldn't show up.
I know, but he always did. He'd wave that poster and cheer louder than anyone else, and all I could think about was how I wanted to crawl into a hole and die. But I think about it now, and I'd give anything to see one of his posters again.
Her voice cracks and she rubs her eyes. I scoot closer and wrap my arms around her.
I'm sorry.
I miss them too, but hey, you've still got me.
And lucky for you, I'm an expert poster maker.
We both glance up at Uncle Kaito as he sets the plate of food down in front of me. Nikki lets out a weak laugh.
He's got some tough shoes to fill.
I'm up for the challenge.
She smiles and wipes at her eyes one last time.
Thanks, guys.
Uncle Kaito smiles back.
So, movie night tonight?
I'm game.
Me too.
Great. What do you feel like watching?
The Gear Father, the Sixth Gear, Lord of the Gears, Raiders of the Lost Gear, the Hunger Gears, Jurassic Gear, Snakes on a Gear, I See No Robot, 50 Shades of Gear, anything with Leonardo DiCaprio. Based on what people say, I'm kind of curious what kind of reaction you'll get this. Literature student Anesthesia Iron's life changes forever when she meets a powerful, rich billionaire gear tycoon. I heard it's got some steamy scenes. I regret it as soon as the words leave my mouth. What possessed me to request this movie? Uncle Kaito gives me a strange look.
I'm going to have to decline this one.
No offense, but This is probably the last movie I'd ever want to watch with the family.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Damn it. The Gear Father. An aging patriarch of the black market gear syndicate transfers control of his empire to his reluctant son.
All right. You can never get too much Don Gurlio.
That's what I'm saying.
I've never seen this movie before.
Both Uncle Kaito and I shout in disbelief. What?
I'll make him a cogwheel he can't refuse.
Nikki shakes her head.
Nope.
Okay, we have to watch it now. Anyway, I'll go find the movie so we can watch. We enjoy the cinematic experience late into the night. A great ending to a great day. The soft I'll just stop here.